Matthew was given a Leap Pad to use at her home on his birthday around the 29th of August, may have been on the 29th. My sister and father provided a card charger and headset. It all came in one package. I don't know which provided which, but it was shipped from California for him. He brought it home on a regular basis. He has repeatedly said that he remembers bringing it home. On Christmas Eve, when I let her know that I had new games for him on Christmas, she sabotaged Christmas by quote-unquote losing the Leap Pad, the charger, the case, the headset, and whatever other accessories may have come with it. The whole thing gets lost. His favorite toy, which he cherishes, and I mean literally when we're together, he wants to bring it into Sunday school, and he wants to bring it into McDonald's or anywhere else that we're going. He doesn't like to be separated from his Leap Pad at all. He loves it. And somehow it got lost, and she claims that she doesn't have it. She could have easily gone across the street to Walmart, and I do mean across the street. You could see the store from the front door of the house, and purchase a replacement. She's absolutely refused to do that. She's been ordered to replace the Leap Pad or return it. I don't have the order in front of me, and I don't remember exactly what verbiage she used, but she's been ordered to give it back. An MP3 player was sent to him that I ordered. She's made an issue of the fact that it didn't come loaded with music. They don't come that way. I'm not allowed at her home to load it with music. I had it sent to where he lives so that he can enjoy it. He wants it back. I gave him a 32-inch TV for, we call it the Blue Room. It's a playroom. It has royal blue carpet, a little bit brighter than this, so it's called, been called the Blue Room. This is long before she filed for divorce, for him to have in his playroom. She's, according to Matthew, and he brought this to my attention. I don't ask what he and Mommy do and all of that while they're together. He says, Mommy stole my TV. She put it in her bedroom so that she could watch The Big Bang Theory. She had either a 35 or a 37-inch TV, I don't remember, that I got when we were married, that was in the bedroom. She's moved out of that room and stolen his TV and put it in her room. He wants his TV back. She constantly figures out ways to take things from him that I've given him as part of her parental alienation game. And it's time to take the candy from the baby and put a stop to it. Mentally stable mothers don't take their children's toys. They don't take their children's TVs. They don't take their children's MP3 players.
I'm going to warn you again. No name calling. Final warning. All right, Miss Martin, you may respond to first the Leap Pad, then the 32-inch TV.
Okay, the Leap Pad, first of all, he never played with it at my house. I don't remember it coming back to my house, but we have tore the house apart looking for it. Christmas Eve, we spent 2.5 hours at least, everybody in my house, looking for that Leap Pad, because I told him, I said, he's going to want it, and we tore it up. I have no idea where it went. I'm not even sure, and he cannot prove that Matthew brought it back to me. But I have looked in my car, I have looked outside, I tore every toy chest apart, I tore his room apart, I've looked everywhere. I cannot find the Leap Pad. I think it's one of the greatest gifts Mark's ever bought Matthew. I would never take it from him. And in the meantime, he's been given another one by somebody else, which brings up another point. All this stuff, I'm sure Mark probably didn't pay for it and can't prove that he paid for it. He gets everything donated. But somebody gave Matthew an Ultra Leap Pad, which he has now in Mark's care. He never brings it home. I never want him to bring another toy home from Mark's house because of this.
Well, that certainly sounds like a reasonable way to resolve these issues.
He is driving me crazy. He's building a tool chest now, and he's got all kinds of tools that he keeps sending home for Matthew. And I guarantee if Matthew takes anything out, I won't let him get anything out of there, because if he loses it, I'm going to be in court again. And I don't want that. The MP3, it was about this big. He gave it to Matthew. What Matthew did with that, I don't know, but I don't see where you can make that my responsibility to download anything to it. That was Matthew's. He had it. If it's in the house, it's in the house. But it's Matthew's toys, not my toys. And there was no music on it, so what good was it to Matthew? And as far as the TV's concerned, Matthew took over the front television, the 50-inch. He never went in that blue room. It was drawing dampness sitting in there, so I moved it upstairs to my room so that I have a TV to watch. That's all it's about. And Matthew doesn't have a problem with any of this. That's what's so, he's the only one that has a problem. And I don't know. To be brought in here for this stuff is absolutely unnerves me. Because I have a job to do, and I cannot believe I'm sitting here about a leap pad, an MP3, and a television. My son is taken care of 100%, and he is the happiest little boy that you have ever seen. And he's got everything and anything, and I would never take anything from him. I don't care who gives it to him. And I'm tired of the accusations. I'm tired of him calling me names, telling people that I'm lying, and all. I'm tired of all of it. I want it to stop. We're divorced. It's done. It's over. It is time to move on.
May I respond?
You may respond to the issue of the contempt, the 3 items.
Okay. Number one, she informed me at 11:30 at night on Christmas Eve that she couldn't find the leap pad. She just told the court she spent 2.5 hours looking for it. The math doesn't add up. On the one hand, she talks about the MP3 player being this big. News bulletin, electronics get smaller and smaller. But the 32-inch TV is far bigger than this, and it got stolen too. She's taking things from the child. He loves the leap pad. She says Matthew has everything and anything that he ever wanted. He doesn't have a leap pad at home. Why is there a donated leap pad? First of all, that one item
Okay,
was donated.
Let me stop you. So he does now have a leap pad.
He has I was trying to explain before I was stopped. A leap pad was donated for him to only use at my apartment with a specific stipulation, for lack of a better term, that it not be taken to her home. It was donated by a high-ranking Putnam County law enforcement officer that's familiar with Dolores and familiar with her antics, who she was rude to on the place to sleep at. The one that she told him when he called her one day when she was in contempt of court that she was in Kanawha County and out of his jurisdiction and hung up on him. He's very familiar with her.
All right. Well, I
And
think
that's only to use at my apartment. The leap pad was given to him so that he could have it when he's with her.
Well,
and it's an educational toy.
that will be impossible to continue with. The only resolution to this.
Oh, and the toolbox.
No,
She
please don't
mentioned the
interrupt me.
toolbox.
Please don't interrupt. The only resolution to this is that each of you will maintain your own toys, your own electronics, no exchange. Keep them in your own house. Then we won't have this problem.
May I address the toolbox?
You can address it in this fashion. Why isn't the toolbox just taken back to where you are, where he can use it? It is under your care, and then we won't have to deal with this issue.
I have a toolbox with many more things than he had. I was working part-time at Harbor Freight Tools, which I recently left to take a full-time job starting tomorrow elsewhere.
Where?
Union Mission. Up on Park Street or Park Avenue.
Oh, no. Mr. Holborn admitted he served it himself, which was improper. That was the attorney for the church.
Okay.
Good.
Anyway, Harbor Freight was doing a promotion where they were giving away free stuff. So I gave him some tools to play with and to learn about. She complained that he didn't have a toolbox, so I bought him a toolbox and sent that. I also replaced the measuring tape that she made an issue of when I moved out, that I took one of several measuring tapes with me and gave that back when I got a new one for myself. There's not a bunch of tools. There's a set of screwdrivers, a measuring tape, and I think one other item that I don't recall exactly what it is at this point, and a toolbox about that big. She exaggerates everything. She blows everything out of proportion. The child is a little boy. He's curious about tools. He was not given, aside from a set of standard screwdrivers, he was not given the scissors that they were giving away or the knife that they were giving away because he's 6. He doesn't need something real sharp. But it's so that he can learn with it and grow up like a normal child. And she's doing everything she can to prevent him from having normal childhood, including visiting family, including going to Disney, including going to places that he should have the right to go to.
So, I'll give you the option now to either take the toolbox back or not?
I have a toolbox. The toolbox was given to him.
Okay. Then don't put any more tools in the toolbox at her house so we can avoid all accusations that she is doing something to the toolbox or the tools. You have a toolbox, end of issue. You can teach him all about the tools. That's a good thing to do.
He's not with me enough to really learn about them.
Well, that's under your control. That's why
And
we
I
scheduled
and
it
I have
there.
done what I am supposed to do, and